Aloha, everyone. I'm outside. I'm gonna see if you can see the full moon. Hopefully you can. Can't tell. Can you see it? I'm just moving it around. Hopefully you can see it. Can you see it? Why can... Oh, there it is. See it? See it over there? Full moon. Looks bigger in person. Anyways, I'm outside. It's -10 right now. Thank you for, everyone that's watched my video yesterday. I know I yapped. I wish I knew how to edit, because then I could have kind of edited out and made a new video of me, what I read. I guess I displeased someone by drinking a beer or having a cigarette or saying the F word, or I don't know. I lost a sub. I think YouTube messes with me. Anyways, agree, Alpha Holy Kiss. And I hope that you're all doing well. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I'm actually thankful. Right now, that's not as cold today. It's only -10, and with the wind chill, it's only -19 instead of -35. And my hat's on crooked. And yeah, I'm very thankful for a remote starter. I had to park over here last night because someone was parked in my spot or whatever, and there's so much snow that we've gotten that. Oh, I need my scarf. I didn't wear my scarf. I'm thankful for a warm house. I'm thankful for food, a bed, ability to communicate with people all over the world that are my brethren. I'm thankful for a lot of things, and I just want to let you know that I wasn't trying to complain in my beginning of my video or anything. I know we all got stuff going on, and when I was talking about persecution, I'm not going to say it on a YouTube video. Paul really got seriously persecuted with something by someone, and he didn't do anything wrong. And people that know personally, I'll let them know, but I'm not going to say it on YouTube because you never know who's watching. But and so there's prayer needed for him. I mean, anyways, and I mean, we all get persecuted anyways in some different ways, but also, you know what? When this was happening with him, and even when I've had things happen with me, I'm like, you know what? It's God opening up another door for something else, and there's a reason for it, right? We already know. That's a good thing of knowing that God's in control, right? Oh, is my car frozen to the ground? I don't. My car's not. It's locked. There's Teresa. She's like, don't you dare try and drive me until I'm warmed up, lady. Oh. Anyways, yeah, I just thought I'd make a video quick just to updates. A lot of world updates. I was so tired yesterday. I shouldn't have probably made the video. I should have waited. But I came out here and I saw, like, the sky is really pretty pink. Like, it's now going on 20 to 6, and it's not dark yet. It's getting darker later. Yeah. Not a fan of winter. I'm also not a fan of, like, 40 degrees humidity. But you know what? The celestials are going to be just right. Like, I feel like Goldilocks. It's too hot, it's too cold, and the celestials will be just perfect. Not trying to be hard to please, just I'm getting old. I can feel it in my bones when it's damp and cold. And same with the humidity. I'm sure many of you can too. But we are all blessed. And even, I was going to throw my crap over here. I'm thankful that I have a place to live, because God, there's poor people that have to live outside. I have lived outside my life in cold. I know what it's like to be homeless. I've done it. Just not in 40 years. So, but yeah, it's just much to be grateful and thankful for. And beyond all that, knowing the truth of the scriptures. What an absolute blessing to know the truth of the scriptures. Yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys, I guess. Just things that we need just to remember. I have to remember when I'm getting all pissed off and pissy, is that not to be ungrateful, because you know what, God's good to us. I don't need a lot. I don't need a big house. I don't need I gotta turn my radio down because it's always blasting. I don't need fancy clothes. I don't need any of that. I don't need a fancy car. Car works. And the house is just right. Because you got a big house, you got to clean a big house. I don't have to have fancy new stuff. I don't care if my clothes are thrift clothes. Doesn't matter to me. Like, who cares? It's clothes. Anyways, and food. You know what I mean? I don't have to eat filet mignon. But I was I bought in 4 beers last night. They're on sale, and I got a buzz off it. It doesn't get me wasted, but when you take your time and you eat something, I really wanted them. It's been a hard month. So if anybody, if they unsubbed because of that, well then see you later, right? I mean, Martin has a drink of whiskey every once in a while. Who gives a crap? Most people don't give a crap. Like, it's not like I'm sitting there getting freaking hammered. But even if I was, this Eon sucks. It's a wicked Eon. I mean, I don't smoke pot. I don't judge people. I don't care if people smoke pot. Everyone does their own thing, right? Anyways, but I just wanted to say thanks for everyone for your love and comments and people that watched, and I hope that you were blessed by what I read and what I was talking about world events. The UN is saying that they are going to be bankrupt. They're going to going bankrupt because of all the countries not putting money into them, because it was $1 billion to get into the Board of Peace and the executive committee of the Board of Peace as well. There's two sets. It was $1 billion to get in. So no money going to the UN. Like I said yesterday, they're very bloated anyways, and it's an evil organization, but it's just a transformation that this Board of Peace is not what it says it is. So, and the different things that I had said about Greenland and all this stuff, and now, T-Man, he's eyeballing Cuba. Saw that in the news. But the Panama Canal hasn't been mentioned yet, but it will. In Canada, we're going to be annexed. That was part of the North American Union, the SPP that was signed between Canada, Mexico, and the U.S. back in 2005. 20 years ago. When it was, who was president? Bush Jr. And it was Paul Martin was Canadian Prime Minister, and I have no idea who the Mexican president was. And I think Claudius Steinbaum is the only one that I remember now. The one weren't one, because it's just an interesting last name, like just a different name. Anyways, it's not really Latin. Anyways, yeah, so it's very interesting what's going on. It's while we're watching prophecy take place. I mean, there's a lot more I could talk about, but my hands are freezing. And I know I yapped everyone's ears off. Again, if I could have maybe edited the first part, and put some of it at the end. Yeah. But like I said, this month's been a hard month, and I wanted a couple of beers. My pain doctor died, and I loved her. That woman did a lot for us. To the point that even when Maggie was sick, our dog Schmiggy, the last 4 months, it cost us $130 for 1 week's of antibiotics. Well, she kept pissing blood, and I went to my doctor and I talked to her. I told her about the dog, what's going on. And then I said, I've been having a sore tooth. Because she goes, yeah, I've been getting a sore tooth. And I'm like, yeah, I've been getting a sore tooth. Basically, this conversation, I knew what she was talking about. And she goes, well, you know what, let me prescribe you some amoxicillin. Now, I'm allergic to penicillin. And I said, okay, I guess that helps until I get to see a dentist. Wink, wink. Gotta give it a reason. Well, anyways, she was like, no. I said, how about 500 mils a day? And she was like, how about 3 times a day? She loved animals. And she kept, and my pharmacist was like, when I got the script, she's like, aren't you allergic to penicillin? I was like, oh, no, I outgrew that. If I ever need antibiotics, I can't go to my pharmacist, like my regular pharmacist. Anyways, this doctor, she got Paul get a cardiologist. She filled up my disability paper forms for me. She helped my oldest daughter when she was laying on the street drooling in withdrawal years back, and I threw her in my minivan and I took her out to my doctor's office, and she got her Suboxone and try and help her. And she even wrote a 2-page letter for my youngest daughter. She had all these lumps in her neck. It was my pain doctor that wrote her a letter trying to get the family doctor to get her an ultrasound. She's also the one that, for my leg, the ganglion cyst, she pulled strings and got me an MRI because she was scared. My family doctor was saying it was a hematoma for a year. And Sam, she was like, that's not actually a hematoma, that should have been gone by now, it's over a year. She thought it might be a sarcoma. She pulled strings and got me an MRI. and I'm supposed to get it. She went and got pull string so I get it aspirated, and they couldn't aspirate it. Those of you that know me that know that happened, I still have this day. So it hurts like hell. My family doctor's like, oh, you'll be okay. And I'm like, no, the doctor at Cambridge Memorial said I have to have it surgically removed. It's painful. But Sam did all these things. I saw her every week for 10.5 years. She did everything for and also she'd saved my son's, our oldest son's life at one point too. He was struggling with some stuff. And when he was 19, and she's Paul's pain doctor for the last 5 years. And she was a good person, and she had come out of a hard life, and she was a nurse, but she worked her way up, became a doctor, and she was caring. And so this month's been hard. It was hard for Paul too. We miss her. But every weekend, there's a new her buddy's doing, like, being a doctor now, like taking over cases, right? And he's nice. And a friend of hers that Andy is taking over her caseload for her. But you know, she was just one of a kind. So that's why I was having some beers. I don't want to cry. I know what death is. I know I'll see her again, and I'm glad that she's not suffering. She had surgery and was in ICU, and because it went really wrong. It was to put a feeding tube in her stomach. Anyways, and then she was recovering. She got recovered, and when she was going home, she'd been in the hospital for like 2 months, and then she went home and she was doing well, and all of a sudden took a turn for the worst, and she died suddenly, unexpectedly, but peacefully, with her husband holding her hand. I think she died in her sleep, and that was merciful. Anyways, that's why I was having some beers last night, because I was watching her memorial video again, and just whatever. Anyway, I've been yapping for 11 minutes, but I have much to be thankful for. And I'm thankful that I have her friend is being a pain doctor, taking us on, because there's no doctors. Trying to find a doctor in this country we'd be screwed. So that's another thing to be grateful for, that I had a really loving doctor for 10.5 years, and that her friend is being a great doctor. Anyways, I love you all so much. I made a little short. I didn't mean to, but it was about the snow. All these TikToks you see about people burning snow. Well, actually, I made one with a snowball. I didn't publish it because it was kind of crappy made, because Paul was trying to hold the camera out while I was burning this thing of snow when it snowed. Like, I made a snowball. It was burning black. We know why, the chemicals in the air. That's why, yeah, we can't get done with this wicked Eon enough. I hadn't, like I said, I made a community post back when my doctor passed away, and other people that know me know. And also, anyone who's got me on Facebook, I'm trying to I have to reinstall Messenger, and it's giving me grief. So I can't answer any messages on Messenger. And anyways, I love y'all very much. I'm free. Well, I guess the car is warmed up enough to go. I'm freezing, and yeah, it's still not dark out yet. But it's a full moon tonight. Yeah, the freaks come out, eh? Oh, very thankful for a car. It needs a hell of a walk. I mean, sometimes I like to walk, but other times not so much. Anyways, yeah. So I don't know. I get disturbed. I don't know. When I lose a sub, or I'll gain subs and I'll lose subs, and I'm like, did I offend someone, or is YouTube messing with me, or someone, or like they unsubbing people, or people just, did I offend someone? So if I offended anyone, I apologize. I'm just being myself. Anyways, all right. Greet y'all with a holy kiss, and say farewell with a holy kiss, because I'm freezing. And I'll talk to y'all again soon, and I'll have something positive to say. All right, unless our time is coming soon, which it is. Every day it draws closer. How long? I don't know. Hopefully this year. Extrication 2026. Amen.